In the ocean depths lurks a mysterious creature whose blood is literally worth its weight in gold, $15,000 per liter. And these aquatic arthropods simply cannot be replaced by any other organism. No, this isn't a science fiction plot. This ocean dweller plays a crucial role in medical science and research, saving millions of lives each year. We're talking about horseshoe crabs, remarkable aquatic arthropods whose blood has literally become a gold mine for science. These ancient creatures, which survived the dinosaurs, now find themselves at the forefront of medical research. They're captured, their precious blood is harvested, and then they're released back into the ocean with hopes they'll survive the procedure. But what makes horseshoe crab blood so special? Scientists discovered an amazing property. When it contacts bacteria, their blood instantly coagulates, turning into a viscous mass. This happens thanks to a unique immune system that helps these arthropods survive in coastal waters teeming with bacteria. When a chemical substance in their blood encounters toxins, it reacts immediately, blocking the spread of dangerous microorganisms. In the 1970s, pharmaceutical companies began using this remarkable property to test drugs for harmful bacteria. The process is surprisingly simple. Horseshoe crab blood is added to a drug sample, and the reaction is observed. If the blood coagulates, it means dangerous bacteria are present in the medicine. Over the past 50 years, every certified medication has gone through this procedure. The blood harvesting process looks like a scene from a sci-fi film. After capture, the animals are carefully examined and cleaned before being sent to the laboratory. There, specialists carefully pierce the tissue around the heart and insert a catheter. Usually, the blood of 2 males is sufficient to fill 1 bottle. In 30 minutes, about 30% of the animal's blood is extracted, an amount that theoretically allows them to survive the procedure. However, reality proves far harsher. Between 10 and 30% of horseshoe crabs don't survive this procedure. Weakened by blood loss, they become easy prey for predators. Females experience reduced reproductive capacity, threatening the future of the entire population. Stress from prolonged time out of water and rough handling during transport all increase the mortality rate of these ancient creatures. The horseshoe crab story becomes even more fascinating when we delve into their evolutionary past. These amazing creatures appeared on Earth more than 450 million years ago, long before dinosaurs. Their appearance has barely changed during this time, making them true living fossils. Horseshoe crabs have 10 eyes scattered across their body, allowing them to monitor danger from all directions. Their shell is so strong it can withstand pressure of hundreds of kilograms, and their tail serves not only for protection, but helps them flip over if waves turn them on their backs. Another amazing fact about horseshoe crabs is their role in the ecosystem. Their eggs serve as a primary food source for many migratory bird species, especially during spring migration. For instance, the red knot completely depends on horseshoe crab eggs during its long flight. The decline in horseshoe crab populations has already led to a noticeable reduction in some bird species along North America's eastern coast. Hope for horseshoe crabs emerged in the form of a synthetic blood alternative developed by scientists about 20 years ago. However, pharmaceutical companies reluctantly switched to this substitute, claiming it isn't sufficiently tested. Environmental advocates continue fighting for wider adoption of synthetic alternatives, understanding that these ancient creatures' future is at risk. In recent years, scientists discovered another remarkable ability of horseshoe crabs. Their blood might help in the search for extraterrestrial life. Special portable devices with their blood enzymes can detect signs of microbiological life in various environments. This technology could be used in future missions to Mars and other planets, where even the simplest forms of life would trigger a reaction in horseshoe crab blood. Preserving horseshoe crab populations has become critically important, not just for medicine, but for the entire planet. These ancient creatures are an integral part of a complex ecological system, and their disappearance could lead to catastrophic consequences. They not only help us create safe medicines, but maintain balance in coastal ecosystems, where each species is connected to others by thousands of invisible threads. Interestingly, horseshoe crabs demonstrate fascinating mating behavior. During breeding season, females come to beaches during full moons and high tides, with males following them, forming actual chains of several individuals. A single female can lay up to 90,000 eggs per season, burying them in sand about 15 centimeters deep. This ancient ritual has continued for millions of years, but today faces threats due to declining suitable breeding beaches. There are only 4 species of horseshoe crabs worldwide, and all are endangered. The American horseshoe crab lives along North America's Atlantic coast, while 3 other species can be found in Southeast Asian waters. Each species has unique characteristics, but all possess that precious blue blood so vital to medicine. Interestingly, their blood is blue due to high copper content, unlike our red blood where iron is the main element. Few know that horseshoe crabs play an important role not just in medicine but in agriculture. In some coastal Asian regions, their crushed shells are traditionally used as fertilizer for rice fields. The chitin they contain improves soil structure and increases plant disease resistance. However, such use, along with other forms of exploitation, creates additional pressure on these ancient creatures' populations. Horseshoe crabs hold a special place in various cultures. In ancient Japanese art, they were often depicted as symbols of longevity and resilience. Some Asian regions have legends about these creatures being messengers of sea gods. Native Americans used their sharp tails as spear tips. Today, these cultural connections help draw attention to horseshoe crab conservation. Recent studies have shown that horseshoe crabs possess remarkable regenerative abilities. They can restore damaged parts of their shell and even regrow new limbs, although this process takes several years. This ability helps them survive predator attacks and injuries from storms. Scientists hope studying horseshoe crab regeneration mechanisms might help develop new treatments for human injuries.